Hello mates, I hope you're all doing well. So today I'm going to be doing another reacting to tattoo tours video, but this time we're specifically going to be looking at the tattoos of some of my personal favourite tattoo influencers. I've previously made a whole bunch of videos of reacting to tattoo tours video before, so go and check those out once you finish this video. I've picked a few tattoo tours to react to some bits from. I'll put the links and the credit to the original creators in the description below. Alright, so without further fucking about, we all want to look at some sick ass tattoos, don't we? So let's get into it. So first up we have the one and only Treacle Tatts. Everybody on tattoo YouTube and tattoo social media will be aware of Treacle Tatts. I've personally been following her since about 2015 when I came across her. She made a video slagging off Tattoo Fixers, which is a big tattoo show at the time on Channel 4 in the UK, and I've been following her ever since. Let's have a watch.
But yeah, moving on to my neck tattoo. It's my most recent one. It's my most painful tattoo. There's like no meaning behind it or anything like that. It just looks nice and visually appealing. I'll leave a link to the video about this instead of just sitting here nattering, because some of you guys have probably watched that video and you don't want to hear the story again. But if you want a more in-depth of how this has come about, then you can watch that video.
I mean, look at this. This is an absolutely stunning tattoo. Most of you guys who have watched my videos before will hopefully know by this point, but I am a huge fan of blackwork tattoos, and look at this one. This is such a beautiful tattoo. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure it was extremely painful for Lauren to get this tattoo, but she braved it like an absolute soldier, and she now gets to reap the rewards of having this beautiful, beautiful peony or chrysanthemum, some kind of flower. Not a botanist, don't know, not quite sure. Having this beautiful flower on her neck. I mean, just look at it. Look at that beautiful line work, how saturated the black shading is. Look how stunning that is. Look how deep the black is. Heidi Fury is a phenomenal tattoo artist. I highly recommend her if you want to get some black work like this. All right, let's have a look at some more, shall we?
So I have a rose right here. That was done by Emma Arietti, but this was a cover-up. No, it was a rework, because I had a rose there before that looked like a cabbage and it did not look good at all. And then Emma just like took it by her hands and was like, right, we're fixing this. When I asked her to fix it, and she's like, oh, let's see if we can fix this, and she did the most amazing job of all time. Like, she knows how to do cover-ups and reworks and stuff like that. She is so talented. No meaning behind it. I really just love rose tattoos.
I just want to say right now, I absolutely adore Emma Arietti's work. You guys have maybe gathered, but I would consider myself a bit of a traddy daddy, which is probably the most cringe thing that I've ever said in my life. But I love traditional tattoos. Emma is a great traditional tattoo artist. This is such a great rework of this tattoo. Like, let's not pretend this wasn't the worst tattoo in the world before, but it was far from the best, and Emma has absolutely saved this. I mean, I have to see like a side-by-side photo, but I don't feel like she's actually really kept much of the original tattoo. This is obviously fresh line work. She's added some more leaves around it. She's redone all the shading, because the shading before was pretty horrible, but she's worked her socks off here and she has made this into a really beautiful tattoo now. Love that shit.
The next one I'm going to talk about is the skull. This skull is probably the brightest yellow. Okay, well, you can't really see it because like natural lighting is drowning it up, but it's still so freaking yellow. Look, so this has yellow in it, this tiger here, but then like compared, like this yellow has stayed in there so well, it's unbelievable. No meaning behind this. This is also done by Emma Arietti. I don't know if I said that, but it was part of her flash. I wanted some gap fillers and I booked 2. Now I had ideas for 2, and then I was like, anything else I don't mind, and I was sent a skull that she wanted to do. And I was just like, I love that, because I love skull stuff. I love Halloweeny stuff. It's kind of girly as well, because it's got like a little flower crown. It's quite nice. I just love the colour of it, and it's amazing.
Okay, so not the greatest bit of footage or picture for this to really have a look at it. This is obviously healed and hairy, which is the best way to judge a tattoo in my opinion. And again, Emma has done a phenomenal job here. We know that Emma's line work is always going to be great. We know the saturation in her shading is always going to be great. It does face away from her body, which some people might consider to be backwards. It's a bit of a strange choice, but you know, each to their own, rules are made to be broken, all those other cliches. And this is a really cool tattoo. And like Lauren was saying, this yellow has stayed incredibly well. I have a whole bunch of yellow in my tattoos, and yellow is notorious for just fucking off, just deciding I've had enough, guys, I'm out. But not here. This yellow has stayed really very vibrant.
And then I have my tiger tattoo, which is there. No meaning for it as well. I just wanted a traditional tiger tattoo. This one was done by Ash Hickman, and yeah, that's the reason for that one.
I love a traditional tiger head tattoo. This one you can tell is a few years old, and again, this is not the best photo or footage to kind of judge from, you know, I am aware of that, but I do think it's possibly, the line work seems a little bit blown out, especially towards like the top of it, like the top of the head. The line work is not the smoothest that I've ever seen. Not that every tattoo has to be perfect. I mean, they are done by humans, of course. Inherently, there's going to be things wrong with every tattoo. That's just what happens when things are made by human hand, you know? Like, I really love the placement right on the front of her bicep. That was a really cool place to put this tattoo. And yeah, the yellow is kind of disappearing, as I said earlier. Yellow tends to do that. It tends to be a colour that fades quicker than other colours, but I'm into this tattoo. I know that Lauren has had this tattoo, I think the whole time that I've been watching her, because it was one of the first tattoos that I really kind of noticed on her, and made me actually subscribe to her channel because I wanted to see more of her tattoo journey. And yeah, who doesn't love a tiger head tattoo? The
next one is my pizza pin-up tattoo. This was done by Danny Cuepo. He was one of those tattoo artists that I really wanted to get tattooed by. I discovered him on Instagram, and this is when he was sort of like on the rise, if that makes any sense. Like, he didn't have as many followers as he does now and stuff. Like, he started to get more popular because he was doing these pin-up tattoos, and he was giving these pin-up tattoos, and it was just like everyone was going crazy for it, including me. And I was like, what can I have that's a pin-up? I wanted like some sort of like 1950s kind of girl with like a massive pizza slice, because I love pizza, because I wanted to make it kind of personal instead of just having like a random pin up on my arm. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I wanted it to be like personal to me. It's about 3 years old now, but it's definitely like one of my most favourite tattoos.
So this is another one where I really love the artist. I love Danny Cuepo's work. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it Danny Cuepo? Anyway, you all know who I mean, I'm sure. I think you probably would have been watching Treacle Tatts videos that actually introduced me to Danny's work. I think he's maybe moved away from doing the pin-up girls so much now, but he's such a good traditional tattoo artist. He uses a real wide range of colours. His tattoos are known for being really vibrant, really bright, and this is a sick-ass pin-up girl tattoo. I love her face. I mean, like, the face on an old school pin-up girl tattoo is normally one of my favourite things about it. Like, it's so simple, but they are so beautiful. And yeah, this is a really fucking great tattoo. I love her holding a pizza slice. I love that she's got all these tattoos. And yeah, this is one of my favourite tattoos that Lauren has. Next up, we have another one of my favourite tattoo YouTubers who's actually been taking a break recently. She had a baby not too long ago, maybe a year ago now. We have Barbara Crane. I love Barbara's videos, and she has the best voice on YouTube. It's like music to my ears. All right, let's have a look at some of Barbara's tattoos.
Last tattoo I got after making that video was my hand. It was my left hand's tattoo. So this tattoo, I always knew I was gonna want visible tattoos. So up to that point of my last tattoo tour video, I didn't have any visible tattoos, as in like hands or neck, any of that. But I still had like one arm completely tattooed, and the other arm started off. I had the bat on my inner arm, and I think I had the Wednesday Addams too, something like that. I also have a vlog on this, of getting my hand tattooed. And it was very exciting, can tell you that. It was interesting because I never really knew what I wanted on my hands. I was like, I want them to be kind of matching. That's what I always known, but because I'm all about symmetry. Like, the rest of my tattoos can be different, but when it comes to the visible parts, I want them to be somehow cohesive and symmetrical. But yeah, so this hand tattoo, as much as I remember, I have very vivid memory of getting this tattoo, and I have a vlog on it. It did not hurt that bad.
What?
Because it was weird, because this hand tattoo hurt really bad, but we're gonna get into this a bit later.
I love this. Ali Black loves black work, and this is a stunning black work tattoo. I really like that it comes like down onto her thumb and it kind of goes a little bit onto her palm as well, which is not something you see a whole lot of, but it works really nicely for this piece. I mean, all of you guys are looking at the same thing as me. We all know this is a really, really beautiful tattoo. It's healed absolutely impeccably as well. It's funny how she said that it didn't hurt as much, but she got her other hand tattooed and that hurt a lot. The body is a funny old thing, isn't it? Like, it's funny how some things like hurt really bad, and then other things which should be equal or maybe even worse don't hurt that bad. Like, it can depend on like a lot of different factors. Like, it can depend on like whether you've eaten that day, what time of day it is, whether you're hot or cold. It's just fucking wild. Also, what's really strange is seeing her without like her neck tattoo finished. So this video is from a while ago now. How long ago was it? So this video is from July 2019, which is best part of 6 years ago now. 5 years. Fuck. I passed maths, I swear. But yeah, since she put this video out, she's had her neck finished. She's got a whole bunch more tattoos since then. It's quite weird seeing her without all of them. All right, onwards. Let's have a look at what else she's got.
After that, we got on to my Halloween sleeve, and I have a whole nother video on just talking about my Halloween sleeve because that was a different journey, but since we are making my updated tattoo tour, I'm still going to mention my Halloween sleeve. And so I have the Wednesday Addams. That was the first tattoo I got on this hand. Then I got the bat on my inner arm. I remember when I was saying I got the bat, then I got the cat, and it just kind of rhymes. Yes, I got the cat. That is very beautiful. It has peonies and all that, but you're seeing clips right now of my tattoos anyway. So I have this very beautiful cat. It's a black cat, you know, Halloween. It's all about them spooky things, black cats, bats, Wednesday Addams, me.
Me too.
So yeah, because I just love the Addams family, and for those of you who are watching this for the first time and don't know me, I'm born on Halloween, so I'm very attached to that idea and to that whole thing that I knew I wanted a Halloween sleeve. Then after the cat, I got the skeleton, the dancing skeleton on a pumpkin, which was a must. I mean, Halloween without skeletons or pumpkins is just not complete for me. I've always loved skeletons since, I don't know, the day I was a child. And when kids, I think most of the kids are terrified of skeletons. I don't know why. It's just a thought I have because as much as I know when I was a kid, I had a toy that was a skeleton, and other kids didn't like it because they were suggesting I play with Barbies, and yeah, so no, I really did like skeletons, and those were my kind of favorite creatures at that time, which is funny. It's not really a creature, it's actually what I am. I'm just coated in flesh, as the most of us are. And yeah, so I really wanted a skeleton, and I love how he looks. He's dancing, he's doing all that jazz, and the pumpkin has amazing details. I just love the details in the pumpkin and the stem. And after the skeleton, I got my elbow tattooed, where I have a spider with a negative web. Like, the web isn't with black lines, but it's like the inverted type of web. We just filled in some gaps, and the skin break that is in between is supposed to be the web. As you can maybe see some of me showing you right now.
Holy fuck, look at that. I mean, the spider web on the elbow is a really classic tattoo. I don't think that I've seen somebody do it like as a negative space thing. I'm sure that people have, but I haven't personally seen it. As I said before, Traddy Daddy spent a lot of time looking at traditional tattoos, but this is so outrageously cool. So we got this cool spooky bitch. I guess she is the spider on the spider web. Barbara's skin just soaks up black ink like a sponge, and it stays so dark, so vibrant. Her tattoos are so just outrageously beautiful, so well done, so well healed, and obviously suit her down to a T.
After we filled in the gaps, we moved on to this hand. Getting also tattooed. Of course, I knew I wanted my both hands tattooed, definitely. So yeah, I knew I wanted. So at first we thought we were gonna, I don't know, have a spider or a bat's face on this arm, but
that'd be cool.
Hand. I just felt like I really wanted it to go together with the other hand tattoo I had, so it's not like Halloween themed, but still I think it just still goes very well together with the whole sleeve anyway.
Yep.
And so yeah, he drew it up, and this is more of a flower and this is more of a mandala because he added some leaves right here which look very good, I think. But either way, they're very similar and they match up perfectly. I don't know if you can see, but Emil somehow did it so they match up perfectly, like the thumbs are matching up, everything is matching. It also goes on my palm a little bit right there. And I remember this tattoo being very painful, and it was weird because this tattoo was okay, and that's when I realized that both of my body sides hurt differently.
I mean, both hand tattoos together look just incredible. Do you ever see something like so beautiful that it kind of makes you want to cry? Those hand tattoos do that for me. They do make a really beautiful pair together. They both really complement each other. And again, same stuff that I've said before, but the line work's beautiful. The shading is so saturated. The black has stayed so incredibly well, stayed so dark, so vibrant. And Barbara is just like the mascot for why people should get black work tattoos. Look how beautiful they can look. And I think we'll leave it there for today. Hopefully in the future I would love to do some more reacting to tattoo influencers tattoo tours. If that is something that you would like to see, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below. You know, there are loads more tattoo influencers that I could cover, that I would love to cover as well. So keep an eye out for that, maybe in the future. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like and hit the subscribe button and all of that other YouTube bollocks. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.